All right. On today's show, I welcome on a very special guest. He is Jason Peters. He is a junior guard for Times Square Academy. Jason, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. How are you holding up during these COVID times?
It's tough. Any opportunity I have to go shoot around or go play basketball outside, I'm always willing to do it. There's no gyms that I know of recently that I can go to, so any open court or outdoor court, pick up a ball and let's play.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, we've had some nice weather for it so far, so it's kind of nice that you're still being able to you can go outside and not freeze too bad, right?
Yeah.
That's really good. Now, Jason, I want to know, how did you get into basketball?
Actually, it started with football. I think I was playing Pee Wee, and I didn't really like. I didn't have the feel for football. So I started to push that away. Then I got into baseball. So I was kind of like a multi-athlete. So once I put that aside, I was just like, I have to find a passion. I have to find a drive and a desire for something. So I came across basketball. So basketball was a nice little gateway to clear my mind and to get things, away from me. So I just picked up a basketball, started learning, started playing, competing.
That's awesome. Was there a player or someone that really inspired you that really got you into more into basketball, or was it just like just
Um,
you and that you wanted to play?
If I'm being honest, it was just Kyrie. I was
Really?
looking at Kyrie Irving. Yeah, nobody I see in high school or like college. I just look at NBA. So I looked at Kyrie and I was like, he's a really good ball handler and a really good basketball player. So it kind of motivated me, inspired me to play.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Now, did you do the plastic bag trick that Kyrie
Yeah,
did, or
I did
anything like
actually.
that?
I did that.
Yeah. Do
Two
you think that helped
balls
out
and
your
then a
handles?
plastic bag. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so cool. That's great. And that's really cool. Anything that like Kyrie has done that like really that you have tried or want to do that like
Oh,
that's a ball.
reverse layups. His reverse layups are they're, they're really hard, but of course I'm willing to do it, and I tried it before. Sometimes it went in, sometimes it didn't, but I learned that from him. So I looked at his film, I looked at how he broke it down and how he actually uses the backboard to his advantage and uses spin on the basketball to get a nice little spin on it or a touch. So I
That
picked up on that, and I like how he did that.
that's awesome. Do you ever just like go outside and just spin it off the backboard to try
Yeah.
different angles?
Yeah,
And
that's what I do every time before I shoot or before I start to warm up. Just get under the basketball hoop and just 10 times on my right, 10 times on my left.
that's awesome. That's great, man. That's awesome. That's gonna make you such a great finisher around the rim. And I'm sure your ball handling skills are something to watch. And you're probably doing great things with ball handling skills just from watching Kyrie so much.
Yeah, I try. I purchased a weighted ball. So sometimes I'll just, start doing drills or workout drills or dribbling drills just to get my ball handling better and just to improve.
That's awesome. That's great, Jason. That's awesome. I can't wait for you. I can't wait to actually catch a game this year and see you play and see those skills in action.
Appreciate it.
No,
Appreciate it.
no problem. So now, what has your time been at Times Square playing basketball there?
Uh, I came at freshman year. So obviously 3 years. Well, two technically, but my first year there, I was averaging 15. I could have averaged more, but I was just selling myself short. But that's for another day. But when I got there, I was pretty familiar with all the faces there because my sister has went there. My sister went there,
Yeah,
and she would tell me about the ball players, and the ball players would they actually knew me, so it was an advantage to me. So when I came there, I started working with them, I started playing with them, and started building chemistry. So when I had the chemistry with them, it was that much easier to play and be myself and be more comfortable because the players knew me and I knew the players, so it'd be that much better.
that's awesome. That's really great. Now, last year you had a game, I believe, and I think I read this correctly. And I swear you had 42 in one game.
I did.
Oh my god, what's it like when you have those nights where? Did you just feel like you're on fire? Was like the hoop big? Like did it feel like the hoop was just opening up? Or
It starts off small. Like during that game, I remember, and it's a lot of it comes down to eating. Because that game, I had a lot. I actually after school, I had a couple of snacks, drinks, and then I actually had a big meal before the game. So it comes down to eating, and then since I'm playing away, now I get to have a better feel for the jump shot and feel for the rim. So with that being said, it made my jump shooting come that much easier. So when I'm playing and I'm shooting, I get a feel for it. And once I get my rhythm, I keep on shooting and shooting, and nobody was putting a hand up. So it was a shooting night for me. It was just practice.
That's awesome. That's great. That's such a cool like accomplishment. The hit 42. And what was the pregame meal before that one?
Oh, it was two classic chalupas, no tomato and no sour cream, and a steak quesadilla.
Jeez, I wish I could eat that before a game. I'd probably throw up now, but now is that your pregame ritual now going forward, or
Oh
do
yeah,
you is
definitely.
it
If it's not that, then it's probably soup.
soup? All right, that's interesting. So you go from like Taco Bell to soup.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. Actually, it was from Taco Bell.
Yeah, that's what was my guess. It sounded like Taco Bell when you described it. So
And it's around the corner from my school, so it was local.
yeah, that's awesome. That's great. That's really cool. So that's awesome to have a pregame ritual and a pregame meal, and that's anything that you like. Any pregame music you listen to before a game?
Not really. I just listen to motivational speeches on YouTube. I don't really get into music like that, not until I'm actually like, start warming up in lamp lines or taking jump shots. But heading to the game away or home, I'll probably just listen to some motivational speeches, mainly Kobe. But other than that, I just get into a mental state that it's a game and I'm here to win.
That's awesome. That's really great, and that's great that you do that. The motivational speeches, I'm sure, help big time to get you ready to go and get you more fired up. Now, was there a favorite game that really stuck out to you last year, or was it the 42-point game last year?
It was that game and it was the game against Paul Cuffey. Those are the two games.
And what was that game like?
Oh, it was packed. It was a lot of people showed up. That was the night I had 36. So we started off, I think 16-0. Paul Cuffey, they were beating us. And I'm more of a team player, so I like to pass and get my teammates involved more than I get my own bucket. So I gave it to my teammates. I let them do their thing. I guess it wasn't a good day for them. I guess they weren't feeling it. So I had to take it upon myself to just take over. So once I realized that it was 16-0 and they started to get a bigger lead, I decided to just let the game come to me and start taking over. So I started to do my thing.
That's awesome. That's great, and that's awesome that you're able to get going like that and be able to help take over a game. And I like the fact that you like to try to get your teammates involved as
Mhm.
well too, as much as possible. I think that's great that you get your teammates going. I think that makes you just such a great team player overall.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, what has it been like? You play AAU. Who do you play for, and what's it been like?
Um, I was just playing with BCRI. I'm not playing for them right now. Before that, I was with the Breakers. Before that, I was with Team New England.
Oh, nice.
Before that, I was with Players, which is Team New England, but now they're just combined.
Oh, that's
So I
awesome.
was bouncing around AAU teams.
That's cool. What was that like to play for each different AAU team? Do you feel like you learned something different from each
Oh
one?
yeah, I always pick up little details and little pieces from where I'm at. It's always good to learn more and to improve on your game. So with the BCRI, it taught me to be uh, quick, but in a slow pace. So you have to be fast. You have to know what to do. You have to know where to be, and also take your time and let the game come to you. As with Team New England, it was a very fast-paced game, so you had to already have like the game already had to come to you. So you can't wait for it. You have to go get it. And with Breakers, the Breakers, I'd say it was mainly like a team where I was the most comfortable because I knew the players, I knew how the players are, and on and off the court, we had a good bond. So we had a great connection, and me being on that team, it only makes me better than who I can be. So I just do my own thing, have confidence, take great shots, look for the open teammates.
That's awesome. You sound like such a student of the game.
Thank you.
Yeah, you just very it's just the way you talk about it. It's very good. I like it. It's very studious of the game. You sound like you're always learning and continue to learn and keep wanting to grow. And that's awesome. That's great for you. Is there anything that you worked on during the off season, or is that a secret? We can't let that one out.
I'm gonna be honest, just eating.
Just eating. Yeah, yeah.
I haven't done no. I've been shooting a little bit, but other than that, I've just been eating and working out.
That's good.
I just need. Last year, I think I was at 150. I'm at 160 now,
Wow.
so I want to keep gaining.
What,
That's my goal.
what's your favorite workout to do?
Oh, I'm more of a ab person, abs and arms. So I do curls and I do bench presses. I don't do too much because I don't want to hurt myself.
Yeah, yeah. No, you don't want to do that. Bench, you can really hurt your shoulders if you're not doing it right.
I do crunches, sit ups, planks, just to get my core really solid for the season. 'Cause I definitely need upper body strength coming in this season. So
Yeah, that's
um,
awesome.
we'll
Yeah,
definitely
you gotta build and get ready to go, right? Yeah,
absolutely
that's
no
right.
time.
That's right. What now I want to ask you some questions about yourself. So we'll get off a little bit off the basketball talk. But I want to ask you some questions about yourself.
Okay.
Who's your favorite NBA team?
I don't really have a favorite NBA team, but wherever Kyrie Irving is, I'm right there. So Brooklyn Nets, I guess that's my favorite team.
That's awesome. Now, why? How did you become such a big Kyrie Irving fan?
Just the fundamentals and the technique and the handling. I just feel like he has it all. And his mentality and the way he has a feel for the court and his IQ is definitely something to watch. And as soon as I watched him on my TV, I was like, he's special. So I was like, I need to look at everything he does, anything he can do that I can do to improve my handling, improve my game, improve me, especially off the court because he's very influential off the court. So anything that he has to show, I'll definitely be there to work on or to improve.
That's awesome. That's great. And did you ever see that video? I'm sure you did if you're being a Kyrie fan. That video of him on Team USA where he just dribbled through everyone.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That was like I remember seeing that. I was like, wow, this guy is unbelievable.
Just comes back, it comes back down to the ball in the plastic bag in the ball.
Yeah,
You have the plastic is very hard to dribble, and on top of that, if you could top it with a weighted ball, it makes things even better because that's what I tried. I was in the gym one time. I had a plastic ball and then my weighted ball, and I wrapped it up and I started dribbling each hand, back and forth behind the back, and I just kept going back and forth until I started to get a feel for the basketball. So now every time I'm dribbling, I know where the basketball is. So if I want to combo up or make a move, I know exactly where the ball is going to be. I know exactly where to go. I know exactly how much to do, and it helps a lot. So
that's awesome. That's great. And that's great. Now we got to see the. I can't wait to see those moves this year, man. I can't wait to see it go through, dribble through everyone.
it's not. I'm not really a dribble through person. I just like to make a move and get to the basket. Not all the flashy stuff. Not all the crowd raising and standing ovations. Forget all that. I just like to get to the basket. One move, two moves. As long as I get to the hoop and get a bucket, that's all I'm worried about.
Yeah, that's good. And what's your favorite move to get to the basket? You would say.
Oh, my favorite move is a hesitation into between the legs crossover. So I think I just gave out my go-to move. So
Oh,
whoever's watching it, that's my go-to. But for shooting mechanics, I'd depending on which side I am on the floor, I'd usually go that side with my dominant hand and I do a snatch back and then right into a jump shot. So it's all in one move and it's the formation is just it's perfect.
that's awesome. How did you come up with that? So no big deal.
It was CJ McCollum.
CJ McCollum was the one that you got that from.
Yeah, I got it from him.
Oh my God, CJ McCollum is probably one of my favorite basketball
No,
players.
absolutely. He's very good with shot making and shot decision IQ. He's very talented at what he does.
Yeah,
So I picked up a couple of pieces off of Instagram here and there on TV and mainly on TikTok. I follow a lot of basketball on TikTok. So and
that's awesome.
TikTok is the famous app as of right now. So might as well hop on that trend.
Yeah, definitely. That's true. And then they have all the basketball players out there showing some moves. Do you ever hear him CJ say the hezzy hey?
Has he? No, I haven't actually.
Yeah, that's one of the things he says. I hit him with a hezzy hey. And I don't know what that. I'm not sure what he means by that.
I like the hezzy too because
Yeah.
I catch people with my hezzy. If I don't know you, then my hezzy can actually beat you. But since I play with everyone and everybody knows how I play, my hezzy is not going to work. Only in transition. I can say I've caught numerous people in my transition with the hesitation. So that's a very good move, a good skill to work on, and it's actually a good move to use for if you want to bail out or if you want to just either shoot or go to the basket. It's a very underrated move.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I might have to come to you for some skills lessons here. I need to show up to all the old guys in the old basketball league. So
I'll show them. I'll definitely show them.
I appreciate that. Now, um, now who do you have? Are you an MJ guy or a LeBron guy or a Kobe guy?
LeBron all the way.
All the way.
He's never left his prime. I just had a discussion with that with one of my teammates, and he was saying Kobe. Other people were saying MJ, and it's like, yeah, you guys could say the rings and you guys could say the MVPs, but when it comes down to statistics, LeBron never left his prime. Each year, he's always averaged above 20. He's always basically averaging the triple double. So it's like you can't take that away from him.
No,
You can't take that away from him. So
no, you
that's
can't.
why I say he's the best.
All right, all right. I mean, I say MJ, but I grew up in the MJ era.
Yeah, we all have our opinions.
Yeah, we all have our opinion. I mean, LeBron has just been. I don't know. I mean, he puts a lot into his body. He spends a lot of money onto his body to keep it healthy and keep it recovery and stuff like that. And a guy with barely any injuries in a career is just very
Okay.
shocking for a long-lasting career that he's have had.
Yeah.
I think he
Longevity comes in.
big time. That one, I think he had that one injury when he first joined the Lakers, right?
Yeah, I think it was a knee or a leg, something below the waist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was. Yeah, and that was the first time I ever thought I saw him actually hurt and not play. So, but yeah, he's a great player. I mean, it's once in a lifetime. Those once in a lifetime players that we rarely ever get to see. So, be one of those ones that we'd be talking to our kids about one day down the line
Yeah.
for sure. Now, what kind of music do you like?
Um, I like old school. I'm a big old school fan. My dad's a DJ, so he's always playing old school hip hop, R&B, you name it. So I'm really good with music. And for basketball, I'd probably listen to hip hop. But when I'm chilling with the family or hanging out, I like to listen to old school or R&B.
That's awesome. Do you have a favorite artist?
Oh, my favorite artist is Trippy Red and Sleepy Hollow.
Trippy Red and Sleepy. I know Trippy Red, but I don't know Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, so Sleepy Hollow, he's more of I'd say just more of a like an underground hip hop artist.
Okay, I'll check them out. All you guys are giving me all new artists to listen to. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we all have. It all comes down to the beat. All the music I listen to, we just listen to the beat, then we listen to the sound. No, the beat, then the lyrics, and then just the melody and harmony. It'll all come together. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. You guys are all teaching me about new artists I never even heard about. That's how old I am. I'm like,
Yeah,
but
he's no. It's just some people like him, some people don't. But I happen to be a fan of him, so I like his music.
I'll definitely have to check. I'll put on one of my playlists. I'll check them out for sure. All right, we got one last question. I'll wrap it up for you. What's your favorite thing to do outside of basketball?
Video games.
Video games.
I, I think I remember my dad. He bought me a PS4, and it was for Christmas. He bought me a PS4 for Christmas, and it had 2K16 on it. So after I had 2K16, I wanted 2K17. Once I had 17, I wanted 18, and et cetera, et cetera. So I just became a gaming freak because after basketball, I'd always want to go home and play 2K because it's virtual basketball. So it's like any move that they could do, I could pick up and do it in real life. So, but other than that, I play Fortnite or Modern Warfare, Call of Duty, stuff like that. But mainly it's just 2K.
That's awesome. Well, who's your 2K team?
Oh, all-time Lakers. That team is unbeatable.
That's tough.
No team can beat that.
That's a tough team. Is that Shaq? Who's
Yeah,
on that
Shaq,
team?
Anthony Davis, LeBron, Kobe, James Worthy, Magic Johnson, Byron Scott, George Mikan, Kareem. They're loaded. They're loaded.
Wow.
I can keep going, but
Yeah. No, you're fine. You're totally fine. Yeah. I know. Now I gotta ask. Now, what's your record in NBA 2K?
Oh, for my team, online my team, I think I'm 17-2 for my team. But when I play against my friends, they're a little bit cheesy and more competitive than I am, so they get the edge on me and they beat me. But if I'm playing online locally, like online, my record's 17-2
Oh wow.
with
That's
the all-time Lakers.
oh okay. Oh wow. I was gonna say, well, we might have to play sometime. I have to get it.
Oh, definitely.
Love to play. I know Tyreek Weeks plays too. I'd like to get you guys all together and play. It'd be a lot of fun to do something like that.
That would be.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
would be.
But Jason, this has been a lot of fun, man. Loved our conversation. It's been great. Can't wait to have you back on during the show. Just good luck with everything and up to the rest of the season. Hopefully you guys have a season coming up eventually, hopefully sooner than later. And can't wait. You'll definitely see me at a game, rooting for you big time.
Appreciate it.
No problem. All right, man. You have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.